Hi, my name is Nur Jannatul Naim and I'm going to present about propaganda during the Cold War period. Let's go! The Cold War was not only a period of political military tension between the United States and the Soviet Union, but also an era marked by intense propaganda efforts. Both superpowers employed propaganda to influence public opinion, bolster their ideologies, and undermine their adversary. This analysis explores the various forms and strategies of Cold War propaganda, its impact on global politics, and the methods used to disseminate these messages. Firstly, print media. Print media, including newspapers, magazines, and pamphlets, play a significant role in spreading propaganda. Each superpower used state-controlled publications to promote their ideologies and discredit the other. For instance, the Soviet Union's Pravda and the United States Time magazine often published articles highlighting the perceived evils of capitalism or communism, respectively. Radio and television were powerful tools for propaganda. The United States Voice of America and the Soviet Union's Radio Moscow broadcasted programs that aimed to influence international audiences. These programs often feature news, culture shows, and editorials that portrayed each superpower in a favorable light while criticizing the other. Movies were another effective medium for propaganda. Hollywood produced films that showcased the virtues of American democracy and capitalism, such as Red Dawn and The Manchurian Candidate. Conversely, Soviet cinema produced films like The Cranes Are Flying and Ballad of the Soldier, which highlighted the strength and resilience of the Soviet people. Posters, cartoons, and other visual arts were widely used to communicate propaganda messages. The iconic Uncle Sam poster from the US and Soviet propaganda poster featuring heroic workers and soldiers are prime examples. These visuals were designed to evoke strong emotional responses and foster nationalistic sentiments. Propaganda was crucial in shaping public opinion during the Cold War. It created a binary worldview where each side viewed the other as the ultimate evil. This polarized perception influenced citizen support for government policies and actions related to the Cold War. Propaganda was an integral part for psychological warfare. By spreading misinformation and fear, each superpower aimed to demoralize the other and weaken their resolve. For example, during the Cuban Missile Crisis, both the US and the Soviet Union used propaganda to assert their dominance and justify their actions. The Cold War saw a cultural battle as each superpower tried to export its way of life. The US promoted the American dream through consumerism and freedom, while the Soviet Union highlighted the achievement of the communism in providing for the working class. This cultural influence extended to allied and neutral countries, swaying them toward one ideology or the other. Both superpowers established government agencies dedicated to propaganda dissemination. The United States Information Agencies and the Soviet Committee for State Security were instrumental in producing and distributing propaganda materials. Educational institutions were used to propagate ideological messages. In the US, schools and universities incorporated anti-communist teachings into their curriculum. Similarly, Soviet educational institutions possessed Marxist-Leninist principles. Propaganda was also spread through international alliances. NATO and the Warsaw Pact included propaganda activities in their operations, aiming to strengthen their respective blocs and undermine their opposition. Propaganda during the Cold War was a multifaceted and highly strategic endeavor that significantly impacted global politics and public perception. Through various forms of media and dissemination methods, both the United States and the Soviet Union sought to promote their ideologies and discredit their adversary. The legacy of Cold War propaganda continues to influence contemporary political discourse and international relations. Overall, this analysis provides a comprehensive overview of how propaganda was utilized during the Cold War, illustrating its various forms, strategies, and impacts. By understanding these historical propaganda efforts, we gain insight into the power of media and communication in shaping global politics. That's all from me. Thank you.